Hello, friends, and welcome to the Strategic Life Show, where we talk about routines that can help you overcome overwhelm, break out of the mom slump, and thrive. All right, well, here we are, a week before the official kickoff of the holiday season. So let's talk about ways that we can prevent overwhelm that we often experience during the holidays. So, how do we prevent overwhelm before we burn out? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if you're ready for the holidays and you've got all your plans made and everything's in order, go ahead and drop a superstar in the comments, because I want to recognize you, because you're a person who has already gone above and beyond and gotten ready ahead of time. But for the rest of us normal people, let's talk about how we can prevent some of the overwhelm that often accompanies the holidays, whether we like it or not. So let's think about this coming week, or this next week is Thanksgiving in the United States. And then we have a few more weeks until Christmas. And then there's other holidays in there too. But those are kind of the biggies for people in the United States. So let's talk about it. So first of all, I wanted to introduce myself. For those of you I haven't met, I'm Shelly Matawami, and I'm a mom and a homeschool mom and a wife, and a copywriter and a business owner, and I also work. So I have a lot of experience trying to do a lot of things, and I've discovered some things along the way as I've hit burnout at different points. So I wanted to share these 3 tips as far as surviving the holidays with you, in hopes that it will help you prevent burnout. All right, so number 1, the first way to help prevent holiday burnout is to decide what you really want to do the most. What is maybe the top 3 most important things that you want to think about this holiday season? Maybe it's something you want to do as far as somewhere to go. Maybe it's someone you want to see, or maybe it's a gift you want to give that you need to either make or get, if it's an item you need to purchase. So first of all, this first part is deciding what it is. Like, do you want to drive with your family to look at Christmas lights? Maybe that's one of the things you really want to do. Or maybe it's, I want to work a 1,000 piece Christmas puzzle with my family. So the first thing is just deciding what it is, and then and writing that down so that you're clear. Because if you make a list of the things you want to do and you've got a dozen things on your list, that might be a little bit overwhelming. So if you write down what it is you want to do, maybe pick the top 3. Or maybe if you've got 5 people in your family, maybe each person gets to pick their top thing that they want to do. Maybe it's watching, Christmas movies in your pajamas and drinking hot cocoa. That could be something on your list of Christmas time or holiday time that you want to do. So, number 1, what is it that you want to do most? And be clear on that, so that you're not trying to juggle a bunch of different things. Number 2 is to plan these activities on your calendar. Why is that so important? Well, there are already things on your calendar. So you need to be looking and seeing what is already on my calendar. What have I already committed myself to? Do I have to do these other things? I mean, are there things that I could forego or give up as a way of making space for my Christmas things? But the big point is seeing what's on the calendar already, and then how are you going to fit these other activities in that you would like to do for the holidays. If it's visiting someone, you're going to need time. If it's shopping, you're going to need time. And so having a clear picture of what's already there and how that mixes with what you want to add will help you understand, am I doing too much? If you're doing something every day in a row, it's probably going to be hard to sustain that energy. If you're trying to do more than one big thing a day, it's probably going to be hard to sustain that energy. So the idea is to kind of look ahead and think, what am I really going to feel like after I've been doing things for a few days in a row? Should I really add this extra thing in? Is there another time that I could add it in? Is there something else I could cut out? So you need to kind of put it on your calendar so that you can ask yourself those hard questions about what your priorities are and what you really want to do. All right, so after you've decided what are the most important things, maybe just a few, just if after you've decided what is that most important thing or a thing for each person in the family that you want to do. And then after you've put those things on the calendar to make sure they're fit, the third thing is to say no to other opportunities so that you can actually enjoy the ones you've said yes to. Because there will be other things that you could do. Like there's pretty much no shortage of things to do. Even in these pandemic times, there's always things you could do. There's things you could watch. There's, people you could visit. There's, more gifts you could send. There's always something more that you could do. But at some point, you've got to draw your line. And if you've already decided what's most important and you've already put those things on your calendar, that will help you have clear boundaries in order to know what you want to prioritize. And then you just got to stick to it and say no. I mean, you can find nice ways to say no, but at the same time, knowing what you're able to do and not do is going to help you not get overcommitted and not get burned out during the holiday season. So I'd be curious to hear which of these three is the biggest struggle for you. Is your biggest struggle, is it deciding what you want to do? Is it actually making space for it on your calendar and seeing how it fits with what's already there? Or is your biggest challenge saying no to the other opportunities that come up? So I would love to hear from you about what the biggest challenges of preventing holiday burnout are in your life. So you can drop a 1, a 2, or a 3 in the comments to let me know what's the most challenging thing. All right, I hope this is helpful, and I hope that you are able to find some activities that you and your family will enjoy for the holidays.